Missouri Governor Mike Parsons is in a bit of hot water for allegedly covering up data from his own state showing that mask mandates were in fact slowing the spread of COVID-19. Here's what happened. In the state of Missouri, you had some cities, some localities that put mask mandates in place. You had others that did not. So we're talking about a very, kind of neatly controlled experiment. These people are protecting themselves. These are not. Let's see where COVID explodes. And according to the data that has now been uncovered after the governor tried to cover it up, surprise, surprise, the areas with mask mandates had far lower rates of COVID-19 infections. And that's why the governor chose to not release it to the public. His office specifically ordered the state to look at the numbers. This was before they had their final reports, before they knew what the results would be. They said, hey, listen, since we've got this going on, this is probably a good time to do this little experiment. So monitor the COVID cases over here, monitor the COVID cases over there. At the end of this, we're going to put them all together and we're going to show that mask mandates don't work. That was their goal. And then when they got the final data that showed that, wow, there was a significant reduction in COVID cases in areas with mask mandates, they said, you know what? We're not releasing this. We're not going to tell the public this information that could protect them and could potentially save lives. I have no doubt that the censoring of this data, which is what we should consider this as, cost people their lives. Far too many people in the country today are completely reliant on whatever the media tells them or whatever their favorite politician tells them they should or shouldn't do. And they either do or do not do it based on what that individual says. So when you have a Republican politician out there that comes out and tells these people masks don't work, they take the mask off, they throw it away, they burn it in some instances. They refuse to wear it because they've been told by a person they respect and admire that it's not going to save them. Meanwhile, that individual who told them this information knows the truth. They're sitting there holding the paperwork, showing that masks are, in fact, effective at slowing the spread of COVID-19. People get killed because of these decisions. Almost 2,000 Americans died just yesterday from COVID-19, over 1,900. We're not out of the woods. Omicron is now popping up in other areas of this country. This thing ain't over. But we still have morons like Missouri's Republican Governor Parsons trying to hide the data that people need to be able to protect themselves. And that's all this is. You didn't even have to put a mask mandate in place. All you had to do was release the data so people could see it for themselves and make their own decisions, which is what Republicans like all along, right? Because we know Parsons wasn't going to put a mask mandate in place, but he could have at the very least shown people that, hey, looks like masks are effective. So if you wouldn't mind, just toss one on when you're walking to the grocery store. That's it. That's really all you had to do. But because of your partisan nature and the deep divide that is only getting deeper in this country between left and right, you hid the data and people likely died because of that.